One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Still number 7 in the league.
Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
We just got to make a commitment, boys. We got to commit to each other today. I got to commit to be a better coach. I let you boys down last game.
By the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Florida State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He's going to take off. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Corrals it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great...
There he goes! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal.
I made a lot of mistakes as a coach. I accept that.
By the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Snagged out of the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Money.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the main field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wilson to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Great place to start for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Petty. Turning it on.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that.
Good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Way to go, boys.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
With the catch, it's Ocha. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's up for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by Buffalo.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the cornerback.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You know, this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture
Lock
of
in, boys.
and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And now this offense will take the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Taylor. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come over. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good game.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. And 3rd
Take the
down.
catch, buddy.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Big man has it as a 1st down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now and make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Offside. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see goes, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's moving out of the pocket. Grabs it inside the 15. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this spread? They're trailing by 14 to Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? So far, not a lot of success.
The Seminoles want to crank their tempo. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Lean for the wire. Touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Little boys.
Right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
We're coming.
Wilson will throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Raymond. Makes his man miss. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making an easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Moving away from pressure.
Get in there.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He
sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of ability. He just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll do it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Noles have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man, it's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think the big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Come.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fights off a defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Berry. The sweet feet buy a little time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. They're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to buy time. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit.